I've never done a Pokemon Nuzlocke before, so I asked a friend of mine to help me by doing one with me. So together, we attempted a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Soul Link. This is basically a hardcore Nuzlocke, but with 2 players. Feel free to pause the video to read the rules. So we booted up our games, named ourselves and rivals after each other, and we headed over to Lake Verity, where we opened up a briefcase and immediately got attacked by a couple of Starlies. I decided to go for Turtwig as my starter of choice, and whoa! Do you see that? It's a shiny Heracross! I have a shiny! What? I have a shiny!
Whoa, you have a shiny!
Wait,
nice!
I have a shiny!
What the hell? Alright, this is good luck. This is good luck. This is good luck.
No, it's not! Did I forget to mention that this was also a randomized Soul Link run? The shiny odds were not touched, so yes, this here is a full odds shiny starter Heracross, and if this wasn't a lucky sign for me, then I don't know what this is. So after taking care of the Starlies and getting scolded, Miles and I set out to Sanjim Town to get our Pokedex and finally begin our adventure. But before we attempted to catch our first partners that would be linked together forever, Miles, the person that I'm doing this run with, this is actually our first time collabing together and meeting each other for the first time. So this video is not only my first Nuzlocke, randomizer, and Soul Link, it's also the first time I'm doing a collab stream with another person and making my first collab friend. So we'll be awkward at first.
VTubers like have their own, like a separate voice when they're talking normally or when they're streaming, you know?
You know, when I hear the first, and you'll slowly see as we warm up to each other to the best friends we are now. Right, Miles?
Hi, my name is Miles David. Reiniyal is really cool. I'm definitely not being forced to record this at gunpoint. Alright man, I said the thing. I've been locked up for days. Can I please have something to eat?
Anyways, the patch of grass above Sanjim, we got our first Pokemon. I found a Gabite, while Miles got a Bronzong, who we named LeBron. Every Pokemon we catch for this run will be named after a basketball player. Oh, for the record, we named our starter Pokemon Jordan. Afterwards, we backtracked over to Route 201 to catch Bird. After defeating my first trainer ever in a Nuzlocke, I was able to establish some confidence and slowly picked up my pace. We arrived at Jubilife City after acquiring the Pokédex and battling Miles, our rival. And on our route to Orberg Gym, these are some of the few encounters that we acquired, and we got some great Pokemon that would be detrimental if we lost them going forward. After leveling up our Pokemon to the cap, we challenged Rourke, the first gym leader of this Soul Link, who I personally had no trouble with by abusing our cool and awesome Gabite spamming Dragon Age. After acquiring our first gym badge, I wanted to give Miles a scare, because what sounds like a great way to make a new friend than by lying to them the first time you ever meet them?
Alright, Reiniyal, you can unmute yourself. I say you're done.
Wait.
It's all muted.
Wait.
It is.
Chat. Wait. Shh.
There we go.
Okay, we got this. Remember, chat, Miles is a voice actor, so he's like really like he can sense emotion, so I need to be sad. Okay, dead puppy. We're
done with the first gym. Nice, guys. No casualties too. Pog. Mankey was almost a casualty.
Miles,
yeah?
I'm sorry to say. I have lost LeBron. Rourke had a Leafeon.
You did not.
Rourke had a Leafeon.
I was watching.
Played.
You're not gonna be.
Afterwards, we headed back to Jubilife to beat up some human mushrooms and made our way to Floroma Town, where we got a really cool encounter. Save your game. Does it like save instantly? Because every time I save, it takes like a minute or 2.
Stray, intimidate. Please, intimidate. Please.
We got a Dusknoir! Ooh! After defusing a bomb, we were able to take out Mars, one of the 3 admins of Team Galactic, and freed the scientist trapped in the Windworks. Immediately after, we headed over to Eterna Forest and helped Cheryl out of the forest to run into another cool encounter, Kareem, the Sceptile. So then we adjusted our teams a bit as we challenged Gardenia, the Eterna City gym leader. Thankfully, Gabite's Dragon Rage was still strong enough to wipe her entire team with ease, and we acquired our second gym badge. I then met my favorite Pokemon character, and she told me to break into the Galactic headquarters and ransack the place. So I did just that, with ease. Regigigas, what the? I swear to God, I hope you're fighting legendaries, because I fought a Latios today and a Regigigas, and the stream has just started. We then haggled an old man for a bike and an explorer's kit. Got our encounters for the route.
That thing might explode.
Oh, yep, it used explosion.
Well, I guess I don't get Gyarados. What should I name it anyway?
Name it off of the one viewer you dislike the most. Oh, that's mean.
I'm not gonna do that.
Name a cat, just because memes. And was tunneling through Mount Coronet, where we ran into a totally not the main antagonist of the game. And after all that, we finally arrived at Hearthome City. I got an egg from a hiker that we ran into and hatched it into a dupe.
Oh, it's a dupe.
Severely disappointed, I forced my way into Hearthome's contest hall and reunited with my mother and beat up Miles. Suicune? Okay, what is up with all these? When did you get a Suicune, Miles?
Oh, yeah, I just found it over by the roads.
Afterwards, we found a really cool Pokemon encounter where I captured a Beldum and we arrived at Solaceon City. After catching a few more Pokemon, I started to become a bit overconfident. The game felt easy. I had a team of very strong Pokemon. Miles was a great partner answering any and all questions I had about Pokemon, and the vibes were immaculate. Pyro Archon, yeah, that's crazy. When I saw that, wait, Bide can hit? I'm so sorry, Wilt is dead.
What?
Bide can hit Wilt. How? Similar to how Arceus punished Giratina for having too much fun, I too was struck with the punishment of death. Wilt, one of the Pokemon I planned to keep for my final team, died to the normal type move, Bide. Now you may be sitting there confused. How does a ghost type Pokemon get hit by a normal type move? Because I know I was. Later, we found out that Bide can hit ghost type Pokemon only until Gen 5. After Gen 5, Bide was treated as a normal type move that cannot hit ghost types. So, my modern Pokemon brain was utterly surprised when I witnessed this. This was our first death of the run. Wilt, my Dusknoir, and Miles's Luxray have perished. I was the one to give up first blood on our team. With my heart in shambles, I decided to go on a shopping spree to feel some level of happiness again. But the journey had to continue. I walked up to Veilstone Gym. My heart steeled more than ever. I challenged Maylene and her goons. And despite the legendaries that they threw at me, I still came out on top with no more as a scratch on my cheek. Still battle hungry, I went over to the warehouse to help Dawn retrieve her Pokedex. I marched all the way to Pastoria with no injuries sustained to me or my Pokemon, and I was too angry to die. But Miles, on the other hand, he killed Bobbit to a random NPC. So with 2 deaths in total, 1 from each of us, I think now it's time to share the stakes we set for ourselves. At the end of this Soul Link adventure, whichever between the 2 of us killed the most Pokemon on our team would have to do a punishment, or a Batsu as we called it. If it's a tie at the end, then we both have to do a punishment. So we got all of our encounters and crafted a team where we thought would be the best to take on the Pastoria's gym leader. And once again, this gym leader was easy for me and my team, and we claimed our 4th gym badge, officially marking the halfway point for this challenge. Kinda. After bullying this grunt to leave the city, beat up Miles and his Suicune, and chatting up Best Waifu, I cured the headaches of these Psyducks and made my way through the shrouded and misty forest, caught these Pokemon for our random encounters, and did the plot. We headed back to Hearthome City to challenge the gym. After solving trigonometry level questions like, we faced off Antina, who, similar to her other gym leaders, fell easily to my amazing team of Pokemon. We headed back to Jubilife City to surf across the ocean to head over to Konalov, encountering these Pokemon. And as we crossed the bridge that separated the city, I ran into Miles again. With my confidence once again at an all-time high, disaster struck again. Okay, we do outspeed. Please don't use a potion. I forgot a new extreme speed. I think Kobe's dead.
What?
There's no way it lives this, right? Yeah, Kobe's dead.
Oh, no.
I know it's extreme speed. Almost star. Oh, if there was a way to get Kareem out safely, I could just Leaf Blade this much. Oh, it's water type. I have to risk it, right? I have to risk it because it's a water type.
I honestly thank you, Sap Davis, to bring it in safely. I'm not gonna lie.
Bye, Davis.
Damn, you're kind of the guy I named myself after.
I should have used Bubble Beam, maybe. Oh, it used Rollout. Okay, Light Stream wore off. Perfect. Okay. Kareem gets us. Okay, Davis is dead. Should be your Soul Rock.
Yep. Damn, what a massacre at the end of the stream.
Oh. And you know how lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place? Well, consider me the unluckiest trainer because we lost not 1, but 2 Pokemon to this battle. How could I mess up this badly? And no less to Miles of all people. It's okay. As long as we lock in and don't make any more mistakes, we can still win this challenge. And it's possible Miles could still end up killing 3 of his Pokemon, right? Right? After apologizing profusely, we made adjustments to our team and challenged the Kana Love City gym. Honestly, at this point, the normal trainers are stronger than the gym leaders. Bryce's team was pretty easy to take care of, but his henchmen had so many legendaries, including a Giratina, that both Miles and I had to face. So, are we sure this is still a randomizer? Well, after acquiring your 6th badge and experience the plot some more, we made our way to Snow Point City, capturing these Pokemon on our way there. At the gym, we solved the hardest puzzle in the game, and eventually, after 30 minutes, we finally challenged Candace. I swear, nobody type "can these nuts fit in your mouth" in the comments, or I swear to Arceus, I will! I didn't have any problem with Candace and our team acquiring our 7th gym badge. But Miles, on the other hand, well, he wasn't so lucky.
Well, I've gotten a Pokemon killed. I've gotten a Pokemon killed. Right.
Yeah, Miles is using attempting
Use
gay for distraction.
self-destruct.
Oh, please. Oh, I got Pippin, so I'm okay with that, ish. No, I lost the flying type.
Are you serious?
Well,
Well-
my prayers have been answered. Somehow, Miles got 2 of his Pokemon killed, tying up the score to 3-3. Now, as long as I don't get another Pokemon killed, we can win this challenge. So, after defeating Mars with Dawn and witnessing Miles lose to Jupiter, we raided Team Galactic Space, defeated Cyrus's team of very strong Pokemon, slapped his Saturn on his face, and pressed the button to free the Lake Trios because they got captured at some point. Plot! I evolved my Magneton to a Magnezone and made our way up to Mount Coronet to Spear Pillar. After listening to Cyrus ramble about something that I totally was not paying attention to, we faced Mars and Jupiter, who ended up capturing Azelf again. Bro! And to end all this plot so we can get back to what we came here for, I defeated Cyrus quite convincingly with 0 casualties and decided to face off the legendary Pokemon of this game. With this legendary on my team, it could possibly turn the tides into my favor, so we can sweep through this challenge with ease. So come forth, my legendary Pokemon, Octillery? My legend encounter was an Octillery, who was also a dupe that I possessed. What the f— I swiftly made my way to Sunny Shore City and caught these Pokemon for the encounters and challenged the Sunny Shore City gym leader, Minato. Along the way, LeBron evolved and the battle was going well for me until— okay, crit is double damage, right? So half of that should kill. I think this kills.
Alright. It does 40 damage to me. Even if it crits,
Survival 1 HP.
it's fine.
I'm so sorry, Kareem is dead.
What?
Oh!
Kareem?
It's survival what? Double crit? It crit me twice. What a crit.
Well.
Kareem died. When I thought it couldn't get any worse, a casualty was struck. Kareem, my Sceptile, died to a crit. And with this, we have tied up once again in deaths. Distraught, I didn't want to head to Victory Road just yet, so we caught every single Pokemon we could up to this point in routes we haven't been to yet. And after capturing these Pokemon, I ran into some very interesting Pokemon. Wilt, our Dusknoir, Raikou, and Groudon. After climbing up the water and making our way through Victory Road, we have collected these new Pokemon in our adventure. So after a lot of back and forth, we decided to take this team to challenge the Elite Four with. For the first Elite Four, we challenged Aaron and his team of cute Pokemon and Aggron. Easy for Jordan to easily take care of. Next, we took on Bertha and her less impressive team of Stuff and Lairon. Then, we challenged Flint, and to my disappointment, he did not have an Aeron, but he did have a Slack Off. With that, I have easily defeated 3 out of the 4 members of the Elite Four. However, Miles, on the other hand, did not have an easy time as I did. I'm so far having a good battle, but it's spamming like status moves on me. It's kind of annoying me. It kind of reminds me of you. So I'm just making do with like -6 physical attack. But we're tanky.
Sorry, just increasing my attack. Come on. Rodman. It's not going to hit itself 3 times in a row, guys. What? Oh my god. You serious? crit!
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Fortunately, as Lady Luck willed it, Miles had hit himself with confusion not once, not twice, but 5 times in a row. This tilted him to the point to miss playing, and he got his favorite Pokemon, Lopunny, killed. With this, I now have a winning chance. If I was to beat Lucian, which we did super easily by spamming Luca the Groudon, and beat Cynthia with 0 casualties, I win both this Soul Link and also the challenge between me and Miles. So together, we both walked up to Cynthia and faced off the final boss.
As the Pokemon League champion, I accept your challenge!
And with that, I have beaten Cynthia easily. But I wanted to mess with Miles, so during the entire fight, this is what I was doing. Oh my god, it sent out God! It sent out God! You know that joke about Cynthia having Arceus? I think you jinxed it. So fuck you for that. You're a for that. You were a capital B. And with Miles defeating Cynthia, together, we both have achieved victory and beat Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Soul Link Nuzlocke Randomizer together. Officially cementing this as my first Nuzlocke completed ever. So, thank you Miles for being a great partner. And I won the Batu. Get ready Miles, you're gonna become my maid for a day.